Next on Heritage TV tonight, Ben AUDU with DJ Josie Ladd on Rokstedi Time. Hope you enjoy it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Josie Ladd here, and once again, you're welcome to that special program, Rokstedi Time, on Heritage Television. As you probably have heard with the intro, my good friend here, my special guest today, has put you in the mood. And with the festive season being around, I think we're all in the dancing mood today, so you can see that I'm standing up. I'm going to be interviewing this special gentleman today. And I tell you, you're in for a treat. I'm not going to call him the man with the golden fingers because he's got a golden sax. And already, he's got a Midas touch. So I am just going to call him the man with the golden touch. He's absolutely incredible. He's a performer. He's a good Christian as well. He's a gentleman, as you can see, and he does a lot of events as well. He'll be doing his own events soon. We'll talk about that later. Gives me great pleasure to present to you today on Rokstedi Time on Heritage Television, the one and only multi-instrumentalist, producer, songwriter, director, Mr. AUDU.
Thank you so much, sir.
I like this thing, you know. I like it so much. I was wondering how much will it cost me to learn how to play this?
Well,
Nah, it's all right.
that's a straight question.
It's all right. I mean,
cool.
no amount of money can buy talent, and that is why this gentleman is got abundant talent. And obviously, it didn't just start today. It must have started some time ago. And we are inquisitive. We want to know how long this started. How long did it take you from being a kid running around the streets, maybe with a toy float, to being where you are now? Let's go way back to when it all started. Did this just start here for you, or it started back home?
Well, I'm going to start. I started back home, though. So I've been playing this for over 20 years now. Yeah, I think 2 decades now, if not more than that.
Yeah.
You know, I've been playing it when I was a kid. I've been into music when I was very young. And God has been helping me, as you know. I started from church, like every other instrumentalist would say. We start from church and all that. Blah, blah, blah. I actually start from church as a boys' brigade. You know, I played the trumpet then. This is saxophone. I played the trumpet then, and it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Absolutely fantastic. How long ago was this? Give us a rough idea. When you actually started and was back home in Nigeria, what part of Nigeria? Where did that mission take you within Nigeria?
Okay, let me just break it down, because it's a really, really long story, but I'm going to break it down.
Take the time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me start from the beginning. You know, I was a member of Boys Brigade at Christ Church Elere at
Okay. Okay.
You know, as member of Boys Brigade then, and
No, that church has actually produced quite a lot of you guys.
Yes, definitely.
It's produced Jidekot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Fei Shara, Ferejesu, to mention but a few.
Yeah.
And even maybe Daily Time, if I'm not mistaken. And then you, tell us about it.
Yeah, and we're very young then, you know, we played the drums like, you know, normal drums in church and all that. And later I started having the vision to start playing this instrument, which is the trumpet then. So I started, you know, they started teaching us how to play trumpet and all that. From there, I graduated to start playing the saxophone.
Wow.
You know, standing. And I really have passion for the saxophone the very first time I started playing it.
Yeah, because you're so much in love with it, you won't let it go. It's right there, right? And nobody can come here.
So that's what I do from, you know, from since then. Ever since then, I started learning it. Every day practice, every day, you know, record with people. I've played with a lot of great artists in Nigeria.
Mention a few.
Yeah, I've played with Onyeka Owenu. I recorded a single with King Sonny Ade in studio when he still have that studio in Ikeja.
That's right.
Yeah, I recorded a track with him then. And I've played with Beautiful Nubia, the guy that sang Udolojo. I recorded almost, if not up to 6 or 7 albums with him. Before, you know, before I played tenor sax on mostly all of his instruments, of his CDs. And it's been a wonderful journey, to be sincere. It's not been easy, but I bless God. God has been my rock, has been my, you know, support in everything.
Well done. Did you actually release anything in Nigeria? I mean, did you do any records, singles?
Yeah, I released a single then that I called Oregbala. It's on YouTube. That was the only single I released before leaving Nigeria then.
Now, how did it do?
Well, you know, then I wasn't popular. It's not really accepted then, you know, but we still put it on here. You don't stop because you do something and it didn't work properly, so it doesn't really matter. So keep, you know, keep kicking and keep trying.
Going for it, yeah. So how did the journey then go across the Atlantic and come over here? Was it coincidental, or was it a decision that you made and say, you know what, I want to spread my tentacles, I want to see the world?
Yes, it's a decision that I make myself. That, you know, if I keep myself here, probably, I mean, Nigeria, I might not really get what I want because, you know, jazz in Nigeria is not really selling.
Yeah.
You understand me?
It's not
you know, they believe more in the African stuff, which is African stuff I do, but I still do it in a jazz way.
That's right.
In a way that, you know, it's still going to be something they will accept.
Absolutely.
But I need to go out of Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know, and give it to them from
international,
and give it back to them.
Spread your tentacles as well.
Yeah. By the time I'll you know, do that, they will accept it one way or the other. They will appreciate it. Let me put it that way.
Good. So, when did you decide to make that switch?
It's been over 6 years now. Coming at that.
Well,
6 or 7.
Yeah,
6 or 7. Yeah, thereabout.
And did you, looking back now to how things were in Nigeria then and how much progress you were making then to what you're doing now, do you regret making that decision?
Never.
Okay.
Never. It's been fantastic here.
It's a step forward, isn't it?
Definitely.
Right. Okay. Now coming here, I know that just like most of us, coming here for the first time, it's totally different from the picture we imagined.
Definitely.
You know, we had this dream where we're coming that all the roads going to be paved with gold and everything's going to be nice and
probably
rosy, hunky-dory. There's going to be no problem whatsoever. But I'm getting here, things obviously would have been different. I mean, what were the challenges you faced when you first came to the UK?
When I first came to the UK, the challenges I faced that nobody knows me. And I'm just a stranger who's got the talent, but how do I go about it? That's the first challenge.
Publicity, yeah.
You know, because I didn't even know my right from my left. I just said, okay, let me come here because I've got a sister here. You understand me? So we were together, always talking, chatting, giving me, encouraging me. You know, giving me that spirit that don't worry, it happens that way for a first timer, and you feel as if nobody appreciates you. So
you're lucky. At least you have a sister to talk to. Yes, I am nobody.
Definitely. She really, you know, inspired me a lot. You know, put me through some things, and the husband.
Do you want to give her a shout out?
Thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate you. God loves you. So she's been the one, you know, encouraging me and trying to put me through some things, and the husband too, you know, internet-wise and all that.
So they made you feel at least welcome.
Yeah, at least welcome and relax a bit and feel like I can make it.
And then in the early stages, what did you do to get along, to get by?
Well, what I'm going to say I did was that I give it all. You know, whatever money I make, I put it back into my music. You know, rather than buying clothes, rather than buying shoes, I put it back into publicity. You know, like I've been to some radio stations.
Okay.
You know, because nobody knows me, I need to push myself up. I need to play something that somebody will say, oh, I think this guy is good.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Absolutely.
And I've got a friend. I've got a friend then, Frank Dada. You know, he plays keyboard. He's my very good friend. So he used to come to where I was living then and say, oh Ben, let's go out. Let's go to meet social people and all that.
Social life.
Yeah, from there I started meeting
network.
people, and people started calling me, you know, bit by bit, everything started coming up. You understand?
Okay. So from day one, since you've been in this country, you've always done music.
Music.
You didn't do anything else.
Even
You didn't leave it for some time to go and do some 9 to 5.
No, at all. I've never done any job.
Oh,
that's
fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, so I think I hope I'm not in the wrong profession. Okay, right. When obviously at some point you got your lucky break in the UK. Can you remember the first actual gig that you did where you said, okay, I performed as a profession, I performed as a job, I performed for an audience? I want you to remember the first time in Nigeria. It doesn't matter how young you were then. And I want you to remember the first time here. So I want to talk about both occasions.
Okay.
The first in Nigeria, the first time you only performed for an audience. What was the audience? What was the crowd? Where was the venue? And the same thing here.
Oh, God help me with that of Nigeria.
If you can remember.
It's been a while now.
That's right.
In Nigeria, I've never really performed on my own, but I do, it once in a while when we go to club to play jazz, because in club that's where they appreciate jazz.
That's right, yeah.
But if you really want to make music work for you in Nigeria, then what you have to do is to join a band.
That's right, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And I would say all my life in Nigeria I worked for people. You understand me? Like I said, I work for Onyeka. When we travel a lot, we go to like Abuja, you know, outside in Africa, like outside country in Africa. And it's been, let me tell you, it's been hard. It's not really easy because not all of them will pay you good money.
That's right.
That's the way it works in.
and the trips are not too fantastic.
Yeah, not too fantastic.
You don't stay in the Sheraton all the time.
I'm telling you, sometimes you get to a hotel, you're like, where is the manager? Where is this and that, blah, blah, blah. You struggle yourself to do things. But all this while, I'm training myself, I know.
Absolutely.
You know, putting myself in there and learning how they're doing it, how they do the business, how probably let me call them my boss then, like Beautiful Nubia, how they run the show, and that's the idea I have.
That's right.
How they run their show, how they put it up, how this happen, how this happen. If anything happens strange, I'm okay. When I'm having my, I'll let this happen.
Absolutely, and being you're very ambitious, and you were learning the trade.
I'm learning. I'm a kind of person that likes writing. Yeah. So I put whatever I'll put it down because I know I might forget.
So try and remember the first gig. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it was with a group or not. Your very first gig. You know, the very first time you say yes, I performed before an audience.
Yes, I would say it's with Onyeka Owenu. You know, because then Onyeka Owenu is,
I hope you're watching this.
She's got that. She's got that crowd then, you know, and she travels a lot. So we go together as a saxophone player because Onyeka Owenu loves saxophone. Trust me.
She loves music, period.
Yeah, okay, let's say. So you know, I can say I really performed a lot with her. It was later I started performing with Beautiful Nubia too, because that was when he did That album was a bomb. I think he sold over millions copies.
Wow. Was that his first hit?
That wasn't that's first hit, but that wasn't the first album.
Yeah.
But that was the first hit. And then he did in the same track, in the same album, he did 7 Life. 7 Cowries, 7 Not 7. I'm an African boy. That's another breakthrough for him. So we went to shows here and there then, and it was nice. I can say I've got good moments in Nigeria, and I've also got bad moments. It's always they complement each other.
You have to, you mix the good with the bad to make the perfect.
But here, I can remember a few too.
Oh yeah, we went to the very first one. I want you to remember your very first one is where you went home and said to your sister, you know what? I actually performed in the UK before an audience, professionally. Try and remember it.
I remember very well. I don't have to even try. It stays here because it's good. And there's also a bad moment. Maybe I'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, why not?
You know, the very first show that I did then that I can say, oh, I'm proud of what, you know, this is all about is that I went for interview just like this at radio station, Nigeria FM then.
Okay.
With, what's his name? We call him Godfather.
Yeah.
He was in the studio, and somebody was supposed to interview me, and I was talking with the person, and immediately I came into the studio. Yeah. Godfather looked at me from where he was sitting and said, "Is this the person they want to interview?" Because of my look, maybe to him I don't look like a musician. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so, and he said he was okay, let's just interview him and let him leave. But when the interview was about to start, they said just the same way I did here, first play first and all that, blah blah blah. Immediately he had me play in his office. He came out like to see maybe are they playing CD or am I the one playing?
Oh, is that?
She found out that I was the one. He was like, okay, he was supposed to go home, but he decided to stay. You understand? And to stay while I finished the interview because he wants to talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm coming to the how I get the
first being a music promoter.
I
know he's a good friend. I know how he works.
So, and he said, you know what? We need to work together. I'm like, no problem, sir. Anytime, anyway. And at the same time, the wife was also watching it, listening at home. And the wife said, when Godfather got home, the wife said, I like that guy. Make sure that guy come to my birthday, because they're about having a birthday, you know, some event. So, and Godfather called me, I think, probably the second or the third day, that Ben, you've got yourself a gig. My wife loves you so much. He wants you to come and play the same way you perform, blah, 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 blah. And that was my first show. I went with band.
Okay.
I went with.
How did you put the band together? I mean, before then you were before the band before then.
Yes, before then I started working. I started putting my own band together. You know, because I've got a couple of friends. You understand me? I've got a couple of friends here that I can easily talk to. Okay, let's work together. They they want to work with me because we've been working right back home.
Okay.
You understand me?
So
and some of
just
them
like
are
back
here.
home, one man band.
Just come.
One man band and you have 5 people.
Let's just practice, because there's a gig coming, and that was the first one. That was when I met. That was the show I met this promoter. What's his name? I met him. He started.
Tell me what he does. I might know his name.
He's a promoter. He promotes artists. He brings in artists from Nigeria. B. Adegbegba.
Oh, okay.
Mr. B.
My good friend.
Yeah, he came for the show too. Then where he was seated, he saw me and said, when you finish, see me. It was like signal to me, like, when you finish, make sure you see me. So when I finished, I went to him, and that was when he started promoting me for all this jazz festival thing, and I started going to clubs to play show where people come in with £15 to watch me live, and that was that's why I said the first show was.
So it was breakthrough, really.
It was breakthrough.
I mean, you're lucky.
Put me in that.
You're really lucky, because I've been in this industry, the entertainment industry, about 30 odd years, and I'm telling you, you don't usually get your breakthrough in the first show. But it must have been some kind of divine intervention. And obviously, you did your homework well as well. And getting your lucky break, that's the way it works sometimes. That's fantastic. Now, how would you compare? I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot now.
That's cool.
How would you compare your breakthrough, your first show here, to your first show in Nigeria? What was the difference? A lot of difference, right?
I know you know the answer already. You have to.
I want the viewers to know.
Okay. The difference is so big, you know, so massive that, you know, here the breakthrough is better than back home. You know, back home there is no benefit to what you do. Why I say there's no benefit to what you do is that whatever you do, it stays where you do it. Nothing comes attached. But here, when you do something, somebody's going to spot you and want to say, okay, want to come for my show, want to come for my show. That's the way it works with me here. If I go for any event, somebody will see me there, give me your card. I want to invite you for something. But maybe it's the rate of our mental thinking in Africa.
It's a Nigerian thing without a shadow of a doubt.
Because the way we think is like, oh, it's one of those people. That's not, you know, that's the way.
Thank you very much for that answer. That response. There's a lot of beef and a lot of flesh behind that response, and I'll tell you why. The way we appreciate or don't appreciate our talent back home has just been once again visualized and analyzed here. It's been critically deciphered. This gentleman back home has worked with massive names. Massive names. His first breakthrough was with a well-known international artist of great repute, Onyeka Onwenu. She's massive. But compared to his breakthrough here, where he just had to play in a private party, and the difference is absolutely unbelievable. That shows how we appreciate ours back home. Because if this gentleman was well appreciated back home, he would have made it big time, and he wouldn't even need to sojourn to another country to try and break even and make ends meet. So that's absolutely fantastic. Thanks for giving us that information.
Thank you so much.
So after that, how did things move on? Did you actually form a band here in the UK?
Yeah.
Or you just, what was the band called? Tell us about the band you formed before we go on break.
Yeah, I formed my band. I didn't give it name, I just give it Ben AUDU and Friends. Okay. Because these guys are my friends. They are not my band member. I'm not their boss. I'm not their leader. I'm just Ben AUDU and my friends.
Literally, the band formed itself.
Yeah, so,
you guys have really been.
Yeah, we've been together.
You've been like a band together, but not really had an opportunity to start doing this for a living.
Yes.
Right. And how did that go?
Yeah, it's been good.
It's still going.
Still going. We're gonna have a show in this in December. 26th of December. That's a Boxing Day. We're still going to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. So after the break, we'll definitely talk about.
We're still together doing our own thing. The way we practice once in a while, because everybody's has got so many things. I myself, of course, studio that I record myself, do my own things and all that. So that is why sometimes I'm busy doing my own thing. They are busy doing their own thing. But whenever I have anything,
and occasionally you get your individual gigs as well, but once in a while you come together. If they want a big band, that's fantastic. So apart from the saxophone, what other musical instruments do you play?
I still play the trumpet, and I play the keyboard. I play keyboard for the church and all that whenever they need a keyboard.
So pretty good on big keyboard as
well.
Yeah. But I'm not going to even ask you which one you prefer. I'm not going to ask you which one you prefer because I know which one you prefer. I mean, trumpeting is I don't know who invented it, but I'm telling you, it's one instrument that is universally.
Yes,
there's nowhere you come from. When you hear the sound of a trumpet, you would definitely you start tapping your feet. I mean, and you're pretty good at what you're doing. I must say. I mean, this gentleman's going place by his
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a break pretty shortly. I'm just going to ask you one last question before we take a break, and then when we come back, Mr. Ben AUDU will play for you again. And then we will continue with the interview. Now, the question I'm going to ask you before we do our break is, in Nigeria, when you were growing up and you were doing your thing with the brigade band and everything, who were your inspirators? Who did you see then doing so well and you said, you know what, one day I want to be like this guy or even better, or like this lady or even better?
I'm going to be sincere about this. I don't want to, be like the saint here.
Okay.
I like Fela Anikulapo Kuti. I'm not going to say because I'm a Christian or the man is not. But Ben, that is one of the saxophone player that we always listen to one way or the other. We all love Fela Kuti, because when they start playing and his songs and all that, we love it so much. It's one of the kind of person I can say is my mentor, because I always practice with him, with his stuffs. And I'm also going to mention Mike Aremu.
Oh yeah.
Mike Aremu also came out there as a saxophone player, and I learned from him too, by buying his CD there, because I like to buy materials and listen to them. What this person is doing different that I'm not doing. From there, I learned one or two things, and then we also have all these international saxophonists, but then we don't always have their material. We always listen to them on radio there.
That's right.
We listen at night so that by the time they play it, okay, it's Kenny G. We use those Chrome, you know how we record. As soon as it's starting, we just put the cassette. Make sure you just record it. As soon as we see the presenter wants to talk, we post it. As soon as the music is on, that's how we get material international, and we practice with them analogically, not
digital.
Analogically, just when it's wrong, you bring it back. You play it again, you play along, you stop it, it's been really, really hard. A lot of musicians have been my, mentor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you haven't made any mistake in picking Fela as your mentor, because I'm sure if you ask a million music-loving Nigerians or Africans or even people all over the world, you will get quite a substantial percentage of them going for Fela Anikulapo Kuti. He was an inspiration to me as well, and there were only going to be two saxophonists for me in my day when I was growing up. I don't know how young, how much younger I was to you. But it was always going to be Fela Anikulapo Kuti and Manu Dibango for me.
Yeah, Manu
and when you talk of a trumpeter, it was always going to be Masakela and and Oliver, no,
Oliver.
No.
Victor Laya.
No. Baba Olaya, sorry. And Baba Olaya for me. It was only going to be those two. And Baba Olaya is still kicking in his 80s. He's still running his joint in Sulere. So that's fantastic. So we're going to take a break now. And we're going to pay the bills, obviously. When we come back, Ben is going to come back and give you another tune. By the way, what was the title of the first track you played?
Your Mercy.
Your Mercy. So what are you going to play for us when we come back?
I'll be playing AUDU Ojo.
AUDU Ojo.
Ancient of Days.
Ancient of Days. I was just going to try to interpret that. Help me out. Thank you very much. So we're going to take a break now, pay some bills, and when we come back, Ben AUDU is with me, DJ Josilad, Rokstedi Time, AUDU Television. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Heritage Television. Promoting African culture and heritage at its best. From talk shows that concern you to both local and international news that relates to you. From grassroots football to African children's programs. Heritage Television. We cover your social and special events like weddings, birthdays, church anniversaries and so on, and broadcast them live on our apps and online. Heritage Television, broadcasting everything about culture and heritage. Heritage Television. We've got it covered. Do download our apps on both Android, iOS, and Windows mobile platform. Heritage Television, your very own TV station.
absolutely brilliant. Give me 5. That was absolutely nice. I loved that to the bit.
Thank
that
you
was
so much.
absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm not the only one. The whole studio is dancing around. I'm talking of everyone in the studio. We were having fun while you were doing that.
So much.
Nice one. Right. Apart from the fact that you play with a band, you also do your own show.
Yeah.
And you've got a show coming up very shortly.
Very soon.
Yeah, can you tell us about the show, what the show is called, why it's called that, what it's all about, and where and when it's going to be? Because we want the viewers to come and support you.
This is a show that I've been doing it for the past 6 years. This is the 6th one. I call it Family Day Out. It's not mainly for family. You can bring in your friends and colleagues and all that. But I target Family Day Out. I started Family Day Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th one coming up on the 26th of December, Boxing Day.
Is it an annual event every year?
Yes,
once a year.
It's every year.
Okay.
Event. It's once a year.
And it's family friendly.
Yeah, family. It's family thing. You can bring your it's child. There's nothing about it's alcoholic or this. Children can be there. No. Children can be there. It's gospel thing. It's family thing. You can bring anybody in.
Fantastic. Where is it going to be at?
Yeah, it's going to be. It's not far from Bamosi. The place is called 36 Bolina Road in Southeast.
Okay.
It's not far from Millwall Stadium. I think it's all adjacent.
Is it an event center, a church hall, or?
Yeah, it's a church hall.
Okay, can you tell us the name of the church? It's easier for people to find.
Faith in Christ Mission.
Okay.
It's going to be in Faith in Christ Mission, 36 Bolina Road. SE 163LF. SE 163LF.
And this is going to be on Boxing Day.
It's going to be starting from 6 p.m.
After all the Christmas dinner, the previous day, you will have digested a bit, obviously, because you will have been boxing since morning, Boxing Day. And then in the afternoon, it starts at 6 p.m. You give yourself enough time to come out with the family and come and listen to some fantastic, inspiring jazz music, and I'm sure you'd love it. You'd love it. I mean, you'd really, really love this. So that's going to be a nice one. And what is the admission fee?
The admission fee is free. Why I make it free is that before, the first one, second one, third one is always on gate fee. But this one is not going to be on gate fee. It's going to be free because I'm also going to be launching my album the same day.
Oh, good.
I've got 3 albums already. This is the third one.
Wow.
So I'm going to be launching double album at the same time that day. So making the 4th album though. I'm launching 2. Yeah, I'm launching 2 this time around. I did 2 already.
Okay. So it's not just a double whammy. It's also a double barrel attack. So you're coming in. And you're coming in free, courtesy of Mr. Ben AUDU, and that's very, very nice. And also, it's a double album launch, so you're gonna have fun. There's gonna be a lot of food and drinks too.
That's great.
And it's a full band performance.
It's just live and direct.
Live and direct. So it's that is gonna. I'm definitely. You would most likely see me there because I plan to be there. Whatever I do, I must pass through. And it would be nice to see you guys come along as well and come and support this guy. This bundle of talent deserves your support. Right now, you are obviously a Christian, and I know that you've always been a Christian because all this started from this journey started from the church. But when did you decide that that was it? I mean, when did you get your calling? When did you decide, okay, this time around, I am going to be a Christian and that's it?
Well, that has been from Nigeria though. I've been the cool-headed person doing my own thing in a godly way, right from, I was born into a Christian family right from the beginning, so my life is all about church, being a good person, be obedient, be humble, in whatever you do. Even if God has given you all the talents, all the, whatever you think you've got, you have to be humble with it. So that's always the key word by my mom. As soon as parents start saying something about you, they'll start trying to keep you down because you don't have to be rude to anybody because you've got this talent. Because definitely a lot of people will be coming towards you.
That's right.
So you have to be careful and respect people.
That's good. That's fantastic. I mean, wish you well in your future endeavors, and we know that this journey is only just begun. You're going a long way. We will definitely here. Heritage Television will support you all the way, whatever way we can.
Thank you.
Before you go, we're going to round off very shortly. Before we go, can you just tell us a little bit about what you've got planned in the future? I mean, apart from this event, is there any other things coming? Are you planning a tour, UK tour?
Yeah, definitely. I've got a lot of things in plan. But if I'm going to say I should put mouth on that or start that, we might not really have. But I'm just going to say, whatever you want to know about me, I'm always posting them ahead. That okay, I'll be having this. I'll go to my Facebook or add me on Instagram, add me on all social network. My name is Ben AUDU. Ben AUDU, AUDU.
Okay, and then what advice will you give to young ones, especially those who look at you today and say, boy, that man can play. I would like to be a trumpeter one day. What advice will you give to people who are burdened to become superstars like you?
Yeah, I'm only going to advise them to keep practicing. As a musician, I'm talking from music, I'm not talking about life now. If you want to be a good musician, you have to be diligent, keep your integrity, do your best, wait for your time. Your time is definitely going to come. Do the right thing and the right thing will come.
Thank you very much. Our time is up. I'm just going to ask you to say a very quick one to your fans out there. A big shout out to your fans at Heritage Television, after which you're going to play us a track, which is going to be our outro.
All right.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you
Rokstedi
so
Time
much.
with DJ Josilad. Ben AUDU is here, and we're on Heritage Television. So he's going to say a very good thank you to his fans and to Heritage Television, and then he's going to give us another mind-blowing track to take us away. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, my viewers. I love you all. Please join me on the 26th of December on the Boxing Day. Please come and support your boy. Thank you so much. I love you all. God bless you all. Now I'm going to just fade out with one of the tracks you're going to be listening to on the 26th.
Shout out to Heritage Television.
And also, I'm not... A really, really wonderful time with Heritage TV. I thank you, all the staff. I thank you for everything you've done for me today. And I'll always keep that in my heart. Thank you so much, Heritage TV. Thank you so much,
you too.
DJ.
Nice one. So take it away. I still want to dance. I'm not going away.
Okay. I titled that Total Praise.
Total Praise.